What is going on, guys? It is Lally206 and this is a video which, if I do get enough support from you guys, I will pass on to the PES team. I came across these ideas because I was thinking, how come I get such different memories playing Master League Online to Master League Offline? And the reason isn't just because I'm playing against human players compared to the computer, it's because they're two totally different modes, even though they share the same name, well, virtually the same name. I was thinking, how can we make Master League Online a journey to remember, and not like PES 2013 where the journey was you basically came up against Vandermeer all the time. I mean a unique journey that you remember, that you can pass on to other friends and you'll all have a different story each. So first of all, I'll say scrap the PES 2014 point system. I'm not actually against the point system itself. I don't care if it is points, pounds, dollars, monopoly money. I'm not really bothered what the currency is. I just don't like the idea that once you actually buy a player, he's yours for life. It makes it so easy to maintain a world-class squad because all you gotta do is afford that player, then he's yours forever. I'd like it where if it was the PES 2013 system where once you buy a player, you still have to maintain him by having to keep up with his high wage demands, and it makes it harder to maintain a world-class squad like that. The wage structure also ties in nicely with one of my other ideas, which I will talk about soon. But now let's go on to something which I think is a massive changer in the way we build our squads. And it's not just all about getting superstars, because now you can actually make your superstars with player development. So how does player development work? So for example, say I get Raheem Sterling, I have to play 20 matches with him to get him eligible for an upgrade. And when I say upgrade, basically that means taking him from 19 to 20. So if he's 19 years old, play 20 matches, and now he's 20 years old. And the way you actually do this isn't just, you can bring him off 20 matches off the bench and suddenly you can upgrade him. No, you actually have to play 20 matches worth of minutes. So just like PES 2013, where if you brought him on for 10 minutes of a match, it would only actually take out 10 minutes of his contract. So once you've actually played all 20 of his matches, then you get to upgrade him. Now when I say upgrade him, that means he's gone from 19 to 20. So now when he goes from 19 to 20, he has 15 points that he can spend on his attributes. So for example, say I wanted to get his short pass from 75 to 76, that would not be a free upgrade. It would actually cost 100,000 for 75 to 76. Then it would cost from 76 to 77, it cost 150,000, and so on like that. So the higher the stat is, the more it costs to actually increase and upgrade. Now, you don't get 15 points for every year he goes up. You get 15 points for him turning from 19 to 20. You get 12 points from turning 20 to 21. 10 points from turning 21 to 22, and so on. And you only actually get to go 5 years. So you don't get a young player become overpowering. You just get a good player and you can make him better, or you can get a bad player, make him average. And basically it's meant to be an enjoyable idea that doesn't become overpowering. So it's all about balancing the game mode and whatnot. And it doesn't just have to be the fact that I can only use these points for his attributes. I can actually use them towards teaching Raheem Sterling how to play centre forward. So it costs 10 points and £2 million, and now he can play the role of centre forward. I'm not saying he'll play amazingly, but he's more able to play it than he was before. And it just basically adds more uniqueness to the game. It adds more uniqueness to your squad, and it just basically makes it a more personal journey. Player development also opens up the opportunity for users to actually bid on other users' players, not just transfer bids but loan bids as well. So let me talk you through what you're seeing right now. So say someone's just made a bid on one of my players, a loan bid. Now he's offered me £1 million for one of my players for 10 matches, and he's agreed to pay 25% of his players his wages, and he's not opted to make this a permanent bid. But if for just example, that's why I wrote 5 million in the brackets, he could, if he wanted, after the 10 matches, make it a permanent bid by just throwing in 5 million on top, and then it'd be a permanent move. And the recall option there is for after 6 days, if I don't feel like he's used him enough. So say he's still got 8 matches left on his contract, he's barely using him, I'm thinking, you know what, recall him, you're not using him, I might need the player, or if I don't need him I can just let him stay out there. But I'm thinking he's not developing with him enough, so either you bring him back to me, basically it gives me the option to recall him at my own time. So that's what the recall option there is for. So why would you want to loan a player out? Well, just say I bought a player, a really young player, and I'm competing at one of the highest divisions in the game. I'm thinking I can't actually use this player appropriately and still win matches and still develop him at the same time. So what I could do is I could loan him out to a club which is 3 or 4 divisions down. He might actually need him, he might be struggling for money. I'll be like, okay, you just pay his wages, or you even pay 50% of his wages, you have him for 20 matches, and obviously he'll come back to me. So I'm getting my player developed on the side, I'm still competing at the top level with all the other players, and the person who's received my player on loan is obviously using him to good effect as well, and it's helping him build his team up as well, so everyone wins. Player development can also have an impact on permanent transfers as well. So for example, just say I wanted to buy Neymar off someone, I'd go to him, look, I'll give you £10 million plus Di Maria, but my Di Maria could be 4 years developed, so he could be a very well developed Di Maria, and that could actually tempt this guy thinking, do you know what, I could buy Neymar again and he's, you know, just box standard, but my Di Maria is well developed. He's thinking, do you know what, that just saves me a lot of time and money of having to develop this player, and I was probably thinking about getting him anyway, so I'll just accept this deal and then buy Neymar again later or something like that. Now for me, I'm thinking I've spent a lot of money in Di Maria, but I'm willing to let him go for this short term, see how Neymar works out for me. But I could also think, you know, if I want to buy that Di Maria back, then I can throw in this option here at the bottom, which you can see says buy back. So I say to him, look, as part of the contract, I want to throw in, you know, within 30 days, if I can give you £30 million, I can buy Di Maria back. Again, the buyback doesn't always have to be in the deals. That's just an option that has to be agreed by both parties. So you can just see how much more life there will be in this game mode if they allow player development and users to bid on other users' players. And it's not just the life it brings into it, it actually brings a lot of uniqueness into it, and that's what a lot of people also love about Master League Offline, the fact that it just felt so unique. So if they could bring that uniqueness across to the online experience, then I'm sure they'll have a killer game mode on their hands. So I've gone on a lot about the actual player development and transfers. Now let me go on to what I would say as in bringing in revenue and having a structure in the leagues and divisions and whatnot. So I'll start off with league structures, and what I'd like to see is a more PES 13 style. So what would happen there is at the start of the week, you'd get pitted up against 16 people and you'd be chucked in one league, and you wouldn't actually play each other. You just get to play as many matches as you'd want, and whoever earns the most amount of points in that week would win the league. If you finish second, you get a lot of money, but obviously not as much as the leader, and so on all the way down to the bottom of the table. Now what I'd like to see change about that is the fact that that was just basically rewarding whoever played the most amount of matches, because it never actually had a fair balance. Sometimes I'd win 20 out of 25 matches that week, but the person above me would win 40 out of about 100. So he hasn't actually had a better season than me in terms of the amount of points to game ratio, but because he was just playing so many more games, he was beating me. So what I'd like to see is that after 20 games in that week, you know, that's it, no more points count towards the league. So it has a bit more structure and a bit more balance to it, so people that don't actually have the time to play this game 24/7 actually have a chance to compete. So say there's 10 divisions, the top 4 would get promoted to division 9, the next 4 would just say just say there's only 12 people in this division, the next 4 would stay safe, and the bottom 4 would get relegated. If you're in division 10, obviously you can't get relegated, so it works all the way through like that. And then when you get in division 1, you actually, the top 4 then earn a spot at the Champions League. So the Champions League would be a tournament that runs through anyone that's played PES Master League Online. You see, you have online competitions. If you finish in the top 4 of Division 1, for that week you're eligible to enter as many Champions League tournaments as you want, and obviously they're the big payday obviously tournaments as well. So just even participating in the Champions League would earn you a lot of money as well. If the game mode was actually popular enough, then you'd only actually get pitted up against people in your league. So you be in a league competition against full of people that just say you're in Division 4. Everyone in your league will be a Division 4 team, or basically just earned their way up to Division 4 or relegated down to Division 4, and you only actually play against people that are in Division 4. That's only if the game mode is popular enough. If it isn't popular enough, then you'll obviously still get pitted against people that are Division 4, but you'll play 20 random people, so you could play someone in Division 3, someone in Division 6, but either way, I'd obviously want to make it as balanced as possible. So that's a quick glance on what I was just thinking about, how to make Master League Online more enjoyable, more unique, give the game mode more life. If you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comment section. If you actually, you know, got any ideas on what I've said, let me know what you think of my ideas as well in the comment section. If you think I should, you know, press on with this and kind of feed this information through to Konami and see if any changes can happen in PES 16, then obviously let me know in the comment section as well. If you did enjoy this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys.